What's going on is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. It is Sunday. You can see all of the snow outside of there, but I got the shades down because I got to do a very, very, very important interview. But I wanted to come and kick it with you guys prior to getting certain things in, because you know that we are dropping a Patreon exclusive today. And then I also got the interview that I got to pop off on. And I got a lot of stuff that I got to take care of. But before I get into that, I want to say this. There's a segment of the population, and I'm going to be real with you. I just want to absolutely be real with y'all right now. There's a segment of the population that's desperate. And when I say desperate, I mean absolutely desperate to get into this content creation game. And they will do it by any means necessary. They will do it via TikTok, YouTube, whatever. Like, they don't really have a direction, but they know that they want to do content creation. And so, they'll jump in and they try different things and they trying to find a niche and all of that other type of stuff. But they hear. And so this segment of the population, and I'm gonna let you try to figure out who these people are. It's nobody in particular, but it's a prototype, right? And they'll jump on a platform and they'll share their story, and that story will be something crazy, negative. They'll give their thoughts, but what they don't realize is two things. The first thing is, whatever it is that they're sharing, they think is cute, and they so busy getting affirmed, or they're so used to getting affirmed by the general population, that they think is cute. And so when they share their story, they don't know that there's also going to be some level of backlash. And when I say some level of backlash, I'm talking about there may be some people that then say, you know what? You dumb. You stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. You're making a bad decision or whatever, right? And so the only thing that they care about is likes and visibility and affirmation and people agreeing with them and all of that other type of stuff. And then you guys send me a video, right? You guys send me a video, and in that video, I look at it and I say, you know what? You are pretty crazy. You may not be making all of the sense that you think you're supposed to make, and you may need to be coming to the front of the congregation. And then what they do is they decide to either A, and it could be a couple of different things that they do. They decide that they either A, want to remove the video, and then B, want to try to bully other people into either not commenting about the video or removing the video also. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we then have our dilemma. The reason that we then have our dilemma is because you jumped into the game and you gave your opinion. And when you give your opinion, other people have an opinion back, and they may not necessarily agree with your opinion. And so you can't then control the narrative of what people say or react to, or how it is that they feel about your stuff. Now, I do believe that some things should be off limits for anybody, but it's the internet, and you got to understand the game that you're getting into. I do think that there should be a level of discretion that you use, so you don't use personal information. You shouldn't be sharing every single thing. You shouldn't say everything that comes to your mind, so on and so forth. We all know these things, right? But you choose to still participate and do whatever it is that you want to do when you want to do it. And you think that you can control the masses, and you can't. You 100% cannot control how people react to you. So you have to start being a lot more careful if you want to get into this game. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You got to be careful if you want to get into this game. You can't just do what you want to do when you want to do it and expect everybody to move around you accordingly. You have to take care of your business and be on top of things, all right? So, my advice to content creators and people that want to get into this game is, if this is what you want to do, if you decide that this is how you going, you know what I'm saying, do your thing or whatever, you have to be careful with what you say on the internet. don't give your opinion and expect for everybody to just be like, oh, okay, you know what, you're right. Or if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's not how life works. If you give your opinion and you say something, then people then have the right to respond or say something back. And that's just the name of the game. I understand that if I am in the game, or if I decide to give my opinion on something, it's a strong possibility that somebody else is going to give their opinion back. And guess what? You just eat that. It just is what it is. You can't control the narrative. You can't control what people say. You can't control how people react to it. And more importantly, if you don't want certain information online, and again, I do think that people sometimes cross the line, and you know what I'm saying? I've seen people come and give their opinion on my platforms or whatever like that. And next thing you know, their DMs are flooded with craziness and all of that. Yeah, you got to be careful with that. I think that people are crazy in that sense. And so, yes, I agree that we have to be, as people, be able to separate whatever it is that people do online from their spouses or their children and all of that stuff. But as content creators, you also have to be mindful that when you say certain things on the internet, it may warrant a certain response. And you can't control that. You can't tell people how they respond to you. You can't tell people how it is that they need to react to you. That's just the name of the game, and that's the way that it is. So for all of y'all that want to jump on YouTube, this is just a piece of advice. For all of y'all that want to jump on YouTube, or, you know, you want to jump on social media and you want to be a star and all of this, just be careful. Because the internet is forever, and what you share on here is forever. And when people respond to it, you can't control, you know, how they respond to it. You can't determine how somebody is going to react to what you say. And so you have to be very, very mindful and stop sharing all of your thoughts, stop putting all of your business out there, and then getting offended when somebody say, you know what, you're wrong, or you know what, I don't agree with you, or you know what, that may not necessarily make sense. Whatever, so on and so forth. You can't then tell people how they're supposed to react to or respond to certain things. All right, you got to just take your L like everybody else, make the adjustment, and then move accordingly. That's all. That's all I want to say. So I got work to do. I got business to take care of. I can't keep having these conversations back and forth with everybody. But I do want to let y'all know that stop being offended. Stop feeling some type of way. I don't trip, you know what I'm saying, when people lie on me and people make up all of this other stuff. And then I also don't trip when people have a difference of opinion when they don't lie on me and they give their perspective. Sometimes they right, most times they wrong, and then you just go from there. But if you're going to get into this content creation game, you got to have thick skin, you got to stand on what you said, and you got to stop whining about how people react to whatever it is that you got going on. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.